Hello everybody and welcome. I'm Eustace Farmer, and as always I hope you're doing well today. So I'm pretty excited. One of my wonderful subscribers, his name is Aaron Klein, and he wrote a comment on my Fendt Vario / Fendt Challenger mod showcase. And I'm going to go ahead and bring it up on the tablet just so we can all have a look at it, and then we're going to go ahead and fulfill his request. So put it up on the screen, Mr. Sulu. Okay, so Aaron says the Challenger looks awesome and hope to work up to something like that in my FS17 play. I was wondering if you could do a mod review of a good low-cost general purpose tractor. I'm thinking of one that would do all the tasks at the pig and sheep areas, including the front loader, enough power to pull a loaded small tipper or loader wagon, and in the case of pigs to work the small fields just north of the pig farm for pig crops. I gave the new Holland S Series a try last night, and it seems to fit the bill real good, but I value your thoughts on if there may be a better low-cost tractor that might fit the bill. Here's the link from Mod Hoster, and I took that link and I went ahead and I downloaded the tractor that Aaron is currently using on his farm, and I have to say, you know, at first glance I just said, oh, that's just a reskinned version of the base game version. And boy was I wrong, and I'm glad I downloaded it. It is a Mod Hoster download link, so it was quick and easy, and I'm going to show you that tractor, and I'm going to show you a few other options. Some have their pluses, some have their minuses, and I will just say to all of you, these are just my opinions. So there's other options available in the shop, and it also depends on the amount of money you have to configure these vehicles. Because they go up in price substantially the more stuff you add to them. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is, now this has been a tractor that I have adored since FS15. It's a nice old Fendt, the Pharmer 312 LSA, and I will say that this is available in the Mod Hub shop in-game, but it's in the beta section. And I think that's just a formality for this tractor because they haven't thoroughly tested it yet as far as the conversion goes, but it's a good sound tractor. I never had a problem with it in FS15, and that goes well for today. So that being said, quickly, let me just show you my log here. And as you see, all the equipment I have on the tarmac here today, there are no errors. So that right off the bat, that impresses me. That's one thing I really look for with mods. If I see any error in the logs, I won't use it, because every time you get in that tractor, every time you load the game, that error is going to be put into your log, and eventually your log is going to get clammed up, and it's going to slow things down for you and even cause crashes from what I've heard. So I think a person that would know more about that is my friend Jerry, GrizzlyBearSims. He's very knowledgeable, especially in the IT tech world. So he also does fantastic YouTube farming simulator Let's Play videos. He's a very, very nice guy, easygoing. His channel is rated G, very family friendly. So mind your P's and Q's when you're going over there, you hear? But I do encourage you to go over there. He's a great guy, very willing to help. And you'll enjoy his videos. So please do check him out. I will leave a link down in the description to his channel. Please follow it. I'm also going to leave a link for any of the mods you see here today, with the exception of this one, because you can get this, like I said, right in your mod menu. And let me go ahead and show you that. Okay, so here we are. Let's go ahead and click on Mods. And then we're going to go over to the beta section. And then we'll wait for the pictures to slowly load. And as you scroll down, or from side to side, you're going to see it right here. The Fen Farmer 310 312 LSA Turbomatik. Okay, so this is the base price with no front loader attacher and the 95 horsepower motor, and it comes out to $65,000. It's going to set you back. Not a bad price. Now let's say you want rear twin wheels, $1,200 extra. $2,000 extra for all four twins. And then your standard is 0. If you want to bump it up in horsepower, you go up to 130 horsepower, it's going to cost you $9,000 more. Still not bad. Front loader attacher, it's going to be an extra $1,000. So if you just kept it base with standard wheels, it's going to cost you $66,000. But it's nice that you have the twins. But you're not going to get row crop tires on there, which I wish they would have kind of added that, but oh well. Okay, so that's that one. There's the engine sounds for you. Inside, we do have IC control, and it's basically to open doors and windows. And let's see, can you do the sun visor? I thought you could. I think that's the other one. Getting my mods mixed up. There we go. Nice, huh? Seats have seen a little wear. Might want to put some plastic down before you sit on them. Front loader attaches perfectly. Matches right up. That being said, here's the Styer 890 Turbo. Now I had this in 2015 and it hasn't changed much, which means I do like the tractor a lot. That's why it's on my farm. But it does have its quirks, and you need to have a little bit of a forgiving nature if you want to keep it. One of the things is for the front loader attacher. Let me just go ahead and ram that nicely. So as you see here, not the best situation with that, and I've tried it with a couple of the different front loader options, and that's it. It floats. It did it in 2015. It does it here. Now there is another thing. People think this is an error, but I don't think it is, unless he, you know, programmed it by accident. You hit this button here, you can see the door will open and close. Now, when you get out and you hit it, you're going to press R. It takes the door off. So I don't know if that's, you know, an option in real life where, you know, to get yourself some fresh air blowing on through there, but that's what that does. It's done that in 15. It's the same thing. So yeah, you get a little Jeep style. So yeah, so the front loader, it works. Everything works on it. It's floaty. Okay, so it does come with other options, and I'm going to show you. So this one here is the forestry model, and on the forestry model, you know, you can choose what kind of linkages you want in the front. Now I chose the snowplow option for this one. It looks lousy, and it is absolutely useless. This has the same receiving end for this female end on this, but it will not hook up to it. This actually uses the 3-point linkage to hook up, and that little plate in the middle is just kind of like a stabilizer. So there's elements missing off of that. I don't think it was anticipated when conversion happened on this to add that in there. However, if you use the what they label as hydraulic, that will work. So this is the forestry edition, and you cannot choose the color. So forestry turns it orange. The municipal edition turns it orange, and I think get the beacon light on there. And then on this one, I chose front attacher, and that gives you that little trailer hitch. And it does work, but you're going to need a counterweight, and the little barrel works just fine on that. So why would you need it? Well, if you're pulling something in and out of a shed, you know, just to move it around a little bit. See? You feel me? There we go. So that's what you do with that. It's just to jockey things around. So here it is. So with all the standard features, it's $18,900. You start adding attachers, they get significantly higher in price. So usually most of us would like the hydraulic, so you can pick up like a sprayer or anything like that in the front. Now you want a front loader attacher. That's going to add another $1,200. Engine setup, you can get between 80 and 90 horsepower. That adds $500. So 10 more horsepower, $500. Wheel setup is standard, wide tires, narrow tires. So you do have row crops on this. And then the designs, like I said, there's one with just a beacon light. Municipal edition, it turns it orange without the roll bars. That's what it was. Forestry is orange with roll bars. And then your standard is the white and red Styer traditional colors. So if you went with a standard, $23,000. Let's load it up with the most expensive and see what we get. So there you go. All the options, Forestry Edition, $27,600. Still fantastic price. So if you're on a tight budget, you might be a little forgiving about the little floating front load attacher. So there you go. And I can show you actually if you're interested. Otherwise, just skip through this part. I'll just hook this up quick and show you that it works. And everything does line up on it. So, and this is the small blade. This is the smaller of the two in the shop. I will leave a link down in the description for that one as well, but I think it is a uploaded.net link, so there's that. Okay, so I did just check, and it does have an uploaded link, but there's a direct mod hoster link as well, so there's not an issue with that. So if you like it, go on over and grab it. Okay, so the next one, this one I got off of FSUK, and I happen to like it a lot because I'm a little bit sentimental, and I don't know about the tractors when International Harvester merged with Case, but I do know International Harvester brand before that. So when I saw this, I thought it was great. And this is, in a way, a reskin of the in-game Case one, but it has other options, and I'm going to show you. Okay, so here's the standard one. So it's 145 horsepower. You can get the front loader attacher. You can do standard wide tires, and that's it. So at standard, with a front loader attacher, it's going to cost you $102,800. Mosey on over to this little cream puff, the International Harvester one, and you have, it starts off with the standard at 125 horsepower at $92,000. Rear twin wheels. Let's put everything. Narrow tires. All right, so those are the same price, so it doesn't matter. Let's do rear twin wheels just for the heck of it. So 125 horsepower, 145 horsepower brings it up to $10,000, and the front attacher is another $800. So $103,600 with everything. Versus this one with everything, the standard in-game one is $103,600, and you just have the two options. You're missing the narrow tires. Okay, so we saw $103,600 front loader attacher, larger motor, and then $103,600, same price. So your maintenance does go up a little bit, but the rear twins and the wide tires and the narrow tires, they're all the same price. So you do have this option. So it adds the twins and the narrows. So same price, you get two more options. So that's a decision you have to make on your own. Is it worthwhile getting this tractor? I just have it because I like it. Is it very cost effective? Not really, because it has a front weight and a little front hitcher, you know, so you can tow around your Brantner a little bit like the other one, but it doesn't have any front hydraulics. But it works great. Everything works on it. There's no IC control, which, okay, no problem for me. So there's the motor for you. But it's just a nice looking tractor. I like the old cream color. Really cool. Cost effective? No. Okay, so here is the one that Aaron had selected. It's got a nice sound to it. Front loader attaches perfectly. Everything works. Nice looking inside. No IC control, but again, that's okay with me. There's the sound of the motor for you. Indicators all work. And the indicators do work on all the other models. I forgot to tell you, I did test them. They all do work. Okay, so let's compare this one to the base game New Holland one in the shop. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll add a front loader attacher because he wants that. And then you have standard wide tires. That's it, those two options. So let's just do standard tires. So we got a front loader attacher, standard tires at $85,800 and $200 a day maintenance. Now we'll look at the modded version. So front loader attacher plus 800. The S90 is 90 horsepower or 100 horsepower. Standard narrow or wide tires, so you can get your row crops on there. So even, let's just say, let's go with all the most expensive options. There we go. It's still $46,600. That's almost half the price of the standard in-game one, and the maintenance is $60 a day. This is a great mod. So that's a great pick, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. I will be keeping this. It's going to be at work on this farm in my Let's Play series. Okay, so now I just wanted to bring a little attention to some of the standard in-game ones that maybe people would overlook a little bit. So the same tractor, or SAMI, however you like to pronounce it. I know it is SAME. It's an acronym, and I used to know it, but I don't remember it anymore. I'm sorry, but it's a big conglomerate company. So as you see, they've done a little overhaul work on the motor. You hear the startup beeping. Now the idling sound sounds pretty much the same, but the driving sound is different. Of course, it's a Giants model, so everything works. It looks great. It's got a nice matted satin sheen to it. Really like it a lot. So this is also a great option, and I'm going to show you why. So here we are. Now, it is a pricey tractor, because just base starting out is $138,000. You add that, and that adds $800. Engine setup, 166 and 193 horsepower. So if you wanted to bump it up a little bit, you get a 193 horsepower tractor at a kind of small no, it's not mid-size. It's a small range tractor. Wheel setup, standard wide tires and row crop tires. It's got them all. So the most expensive is the wide tires. That's going to bring it up to $153,000. So this is not very cost friendly on a tight farm budget, but you're getting a lot of bang for your buck in comparison to other models that are a little bit up in range. So it's kind of like you're getting a mid-size tractor horsepower, but in a smaller body, which is very nice for a farm like Old Streams. Okay, so the last one, the little Valtra. This is a nice tractor. It sounds nice. It's got all the little bells and whistles that you need. Sounds good. And here we are, the N Series. So maintenance, $170 a day. Front loader attacher, that's going to get you another $800. 145 horsepower, 165 or 185. So if we stayed with the standard horsepower, changing colors is going to up the price. So it's going to cost you $1,000 to change the color. So if you kept the standard color, that's going to save you $1,000. Wheel setup, narrows, wide, standard. 900 for the wide tires. So we're getting up there a little bit. 120,007. So if you stayed with standard tires, front loader attacher, standard color, standard rim color, yeah, because that adds 400 to do that. So you're looking at 119.8. Not bad. I think this is a lot of maintenance for a brand new vehicle, but yeah. But you're getting 145 horsepower. Now, for those of you who missed out on the pre-order and you're kicking yourself for the cow Valtra, I just wanted to show you that it's the T-Series tractor. The only difference between the two is it's got a cow print on it. So, I mean, you know, color it black and white and you're pretty much close. If you really like the cow pattern, I sympathize with you, and I'm sorry if you missed out, but you're really not missing much. So if I put a front loader attacher on that and we can go up to 250 horsepower. So you get standard, narrows, and wheel weights. So if you stay with the standard stuff there, you know, you're looking at $190,800 at $300 a day maintenance, and the same price here. Everything's the same. So that's the only difference, guys. And there we go. So it's got a few little squiggles and spots extra, but it's a sharp looking tractor, don't get me wrong. I like it a lot. But if I missed out on the pre-order just because of the Calv Ultra, I wouldn't be too disappointed, because you still have the tractor, you just don't have the print. So Aaron, just to point out one more, you got the Hurleyman in game, and even with the most expensive options, it's 1011, and you get 127 horsepower. You get hydraulic front attachers, and but it's $147 a day maintenance. So I have to say, I'm going to have to agree with you that I think this tractor that you picked out here, this is the best value for the money versus maintenance costs and options and all that. I don't think you could have done a better job. So congratulations to you, and I set out to help you, but yet you helped me. Isn't that funny the way things work out? So anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And until we meet again, please everybody, take good care of yourself, and bye-bye for now.